Hello and good morning. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Wake and Make. My name is Nealay Patel and I'm a designer here at Jesse James Beads. It is a bright, beautiful day outside. The sun is just pouring in and I probably won't be staying indoors for too long. But I thought we could squeeze in a quick creative project before the day begins, at least for me. And I have a beautiful pair of earrings planned for today. And this morning using soft flex wire, and I thought we could continue our deep dive into the Little Boy Blue mini mix, the design elements mix. And there's just so many beads in there to work with that I think you'll really love this project for its versatility. And before I dive into that particular project, let me show you what we made last Thursday, because this was really fun. I had a really good time creating this beautiful little bracelet. We used the Halsted cuff and we used 26 gauge wire and the Little Boy Blue, which I've been obsessed over this particular design elements mix. All we did was just take these random beads and created our own little wire wrapped garden in the center, and it just makes for a really fun, easy accessory. It's super fun and cool to wear, so I highly recommend checking it out. You can find all of these beautiful tutorials a couple different places. You can check out jessejamesbeads.com. In the very right-hand side of the menu, you can find the how-to section. And in there, there's a lot of videos with yours truly presenting a lot of different ideas and inspirations for your jewelry making. And then you can also check out our YouTube channel. So if you just hit up youtube.com and search for Jesse James Beads, you can definitely find us. And subscribe, please. We're always continually adding on there as well. Lots of different ideas and inspirations. You can also check us out on Instagram, where we post a lot of different pictures of our gorgeous makings. Since I'm talking about Little Boy Blue right now, I am obsessed over the strands as well. I haven't broken these apart quite yet. I wanted to show you guys what they look like. If you want to maybe purchase them, this is what you're getting. They are gorgeous beads. You get these really cool contemporary pieces mixed with fiber beads, mixed with crystals. So tons of different textures. And this includes like any one of the strands really. Like I've got several sitting out here that are just absolutely fabulous. So I highly recommend checking this out. This is the new Pantone Spring Collection at Jesse James Beads. I'm obsessed over them. So cool. So if, I guess I'm done presenting all of my goods that I wanted to share. These lovely, I just can't get over it. Okay, who loves these owls, really? I mean, they're just staring at me and I cannot wait to make something with them. I think they're just so fabulous. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera now that I'm done obsessing, and I'm gonna show you what we're working with today. All right, so here I've got my little work area all planned out. Now I thought that we could learn how to make these earrings, and we're just using pieces from the design elements, and I did want to do a call out to the inspirations mix, which looks like this. The beads are slightly bigger, they are equally random and gorgeous, and you get as you can see kind of the contrast. There's a smaller bead mix and then you kind of go gradually bigger with the inspirations, and then you go to the strands, which are the largest beads. So I would, if it were me, and I have it here already and I've done it with many other collections in the past, is I've just purchased everything just because I have it all and I get so much variety out of it, it's not even funny. It's incredible the amount of inspiration you can get. So I thought we would pick up, at least from the design elements, and try and learn how to make this. So we're using soft flex wire, and this is the Tanzanite color, which goes so amazingly with the Little Boy Blue. As you can see, just like it was made for each other, right? So you'll need some of that. I picked out these little crystals that are in the mix, briolets, and they have a top drill hole. So I thought that was perfect for this design. And then I like layering things. I think it's just a fun, unusual look. And this earring base was just a perfect component to do that with. So here I've just attached an earring hook to a jump ring that's connected to the earring component. And all you'll need besides that is a couple crimps, one for each earring. And you don't need as much of the soft flex wire. I have quite a bit cut out already. This was, I think, left over from another project, so I'm just going to use it as a whole and then cut away what I don't need. The reason for that is I actually save more of the wire. Instead of pre-cutting something and then throwing the rest away, I have the entire piece of wire left over to work on a different project. Alrighty, so I'm just going to string on my little, actually I'm going to string on my crimp first. Here we go. String on my little crystal. This could be, again, any bead from the collection. This one just happened to pop out, at me at least, so I think it was perfect. I'm just going to circle it in through the crimp, just like that. And I want to kind of match up the size of the loop that I had made previously, just like that. I'm going to go back through the crystal again, just like that. And I'm going to circle back into the crimp itself. Now I do have very little wire to work with, so I'm going to actually pull more out, readjust my loop, make sure it's the same size, and then go back in through again. Sometimes you just have to make these little adjustments. It happens, no big deal. And then just string it through. And I really like this unusual, like, circle and oval shape kind of layered together, and I think that's sort of the theme for today. If we want to make it all about layering things, then this is the piece to go with. So as you can see, it kind of assembles well together pretty easily. You can just keep that other piece of the wire out of the way, and it looks like it's about the same size, so lucky us. Well, I just messed up my shape there, so that's awesome. Sometimes it'll want to turn on you, but again, you just have to kind of readjust and use your fingers to kind of keep things in place. There we go. So if I can mess this up and get it back to normal, I think anyone can. They can do this technique with no problem. The nice thing about these 2mm crimps is it does allow the wire to go in several times. So that makes it easy to layer stuff as well. There we go. Okay, so while everything is sort of kept in place for now, I'm going to go ahead and use my Xuron crimpers to crimp it. So let me see if I can grab those real quick for you. Cool, okay, so I love these crimpers for many, many, many reasons. First of all, they can do 3 different sizes. As you can see that there's 3 different notches there. And then you have the little V notch at the very bottom, and that's what we're gonna use first. So all you do is just put it into that little notch, give it a good gentle squeeze. Make sure that you do have a little indent on your crimp. And then all you do, because I'm using a size 2 or a 2mm crimp, I'm going to try and work it into that middle notch of the 3, since that seems to be the middle size. And then you just give it a good squeeze. Tug on your wires just to make sure that nothing's shifting or moving around. And then all you do is just use a pair of flush cutters, which I have. Let's see if I can find them real quick. There we go. I have a pair of Xuron cutters. And you just want to get super close to the crimp and kind of tug on this wire. That'll give you actually a closer cut. Same thing on this, if you're able to kind of pull and cut. That's what I like to do with the beading wire. See if I can position it. Here we go. And your component is all complete. So pretty easy. So now I'll just attach it to the jump ring. Now here's the reason why I love the Xuron pliers, is because at the very top they have a chain nose, basically a flat area where you can use that to open jump rings or handle small parts. So I'm just going to grab one side and turn my jump ring away from the seam. And then I'm going to find the right side of this, because there is a wrong and right side. One side has texture and the other is flat. But you just simply put in your component and shut it. I just use my thumb and fingers because they're pretty strong. But you can use another pair of Zoran pliers that are chain nose to bend it back in place. Sometimes I like to go about my jewelry the tough way. So my nails are not pretty, trust me. However, this earring set is. Check that out. So fun and easy, right? I'm digging it. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera back around and show you what I mean. Here we go. Welcome back, my friends. All right, I hope you guys enjoy that tutorial. We made these little earrings. Whoops, let me turn this around. Check that out. Super fun, soft flex wire. I love, love, love soft flex wire. I hope you guys do too. The possibilities and the designs are endless. I know Jesse James Beats is carrying a soft flex book called Seed Bead Revolution. Beautiful stringing projects similar to this, and it uses all the contemporary new seed beads that are out there. So check that out. There's lots to shop for on Jesse James Beats, that's for sure. So if you love these tutorials, I gotta do my spiel at the end here. If you love these tutorials, check out our blog on www.jessejamesbeats.com. Check out YouTube and subscribe to us. Check out our Instagram. We're all over the place, right? And lastly, if you love me, which I hope you do, I'm seeing a lot of hearts on there, so I'm assuming something's happening. Check out my brand, Beads and Bubbles. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as well. It is a creative happy hour that I do once a month, every last Wednesday at 6 o'clock Central. Live on Facebook, I chit-chat with you guys and create something, and we share a glass of champagne. So how can you hate a creative happy hour for jewelry making, right? Alright guys, it's been a morning. I, again, can't wait to get outside and do something, but we got to make something together, so that's important to me as well. So until Monday, which I'll be back on at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening Central, or 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a new project planned for that. So until then, I will see you guys. Bye.